How do you think? Like, what do you think was the biggest factor that caused you to get so out of shape, Joey? If you could single down one thing.
The out of control eating.
Eating, okay.
The out of control eating. The out of control eating was I could eat. You know, nobody. When I was a kid, I was very thin, and I was ashamed, so I went on a tear. And I lifted weights, and I did everything you could do to get bigger, and I started gaining weight. And I stayed at a great weight till about 28. And then it was nothing serious. It was 220, 227, nothing serious. I still had big, broad shoulders. I still had big fucking hands, you know. Then once I got to Seattle, once I became a regular at the store, I was probably 255. And once I became a regular at the store, I just became unhinged.
Yeah, it's because like as you get a little bit out of shape, then you kind of, or you almost like give up, right? Like that's because then you're like, exercise becomes harder, so you exercise less. And then you get a bit more out of shape, and then you eat more. And then it's just this like vicious circle, right?
It's crazy about how at the age of 30, I was back in New York City. I had gotten divorced. I was broke. And I was exercising like a fucking lunatic. I worked at a gym for free because these two kids, when we were kids, their house burnt down. They lived over a bodega, and my mom helped them out. So when they recognized me, they said, "What is that? You're Coco." "No, you don't pay." So I had a gym in Jersey.
Okay.
And I signed up for a boxing gym in New York because I could buy a locker and put clothes in there, my notebooks and shit.
Oh, shit.
So I could run around New York City, go to the boxing gym, get a little workout in for $20, pay a guy to hit the mitts a little bit, take a shower, put on a new outfit, write a few jokes, and I'd fucking go to do. So I always kept in shape. Colorado, I had a bench in my living room. It's once I left Colorado in 95, and I became in love with comedy. I can't explain what happened, you know, but if we compare, it was 3 eggs for breakfast, a half a loaf of Wonder Bread.
Damn. Yeah, that's probably did it right there, just the Wonder Bread.
I could do 8 slices of, today I take a half a piece of bread and I cut the yolk. I don't eat any egg white. Fuck that shit. I only eat the egg yolk. And I only eat the egg yolk on a piece of bread, no butter, no nothing. Before, I would break the yolk, and I wouldn't be done till all the yolk juice was broken. If it took 12 pieces of bread with butter on them, it took 12 pieces of bread with butter on them. If it took 10, it took 10. And my wife would cook the whole pack of bacon.
Damn.
The Oscar Mayer, the whole pack, a prime cut, the middle cut.
Every morning?
Every morning before she'd leave. So I'd wake up to bacon. My wife's from the South, Jack. And my wife would have, let's be honest, 2 slices of bacon. Yeah. And I would eat the rest. Then I would smoke some pot, a few cigarettes, get my blood pressure really up. And I'd go to McDonald's and get the morning breakfast.
What, this is after you had the breakfast at home?
This is after I had the breakfast at home, an hour and a half later. It had to be before 11 o'clock.
Damn. Okay.
I'd go get the McMuffin with the potato and a full-size Coke.
Wow.
And then 2 hours, and I would go for Chinese food, which is just no bueno at any level. Soup, the fucking appetizer with the thing, the spring roll, it's the grease is coming out of it.
Yeah.
The rice is 6-7 points, but whatever was in the food, you know, the goat meat and the beginning, and whatever fuck. Then I would go home, and my wife would have some in the afternoon. I would eat like a piece of meatloaf, and then for dinner I would just kill it.
So this is like 6 meals a day, basically.
And then I'd go up, and if I was doing Coke, I would drink alcohol with soda. But even if I wasn't doing Coke, I would drink 16 sodas.
Jesus.
You know, you just keep going back to the bar, drinking, you're thirsty. I would never think of water. I never even thought of water as an option.
Wow.
Like I only drank water when I take a vitamin. Like, you know, fuck you. I'm going to drink fucking water. I never drank water since I was a kid. I didn't like water.
You know something I noticed? Recently I put this together because I put on a bit of weight and I'm trying to cut down. And I realized that all the people in my life who are thin, they all have one thing in common. And that's it. They all eat really slowly. They don't really eat anything different, but they just eat really, really slowly. Have you noticed
That's the secret.
Yeah.
That's the real secret. To eat half, push the dish away.
Yeah, but it's difficult to do that.
Talk for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Can you do that? Because
I try it now. I've been doing it lately. I eat a little bit and I push the dish away and talk to my daughter.
Okay.
And we talk at the table. We talk like a family. And then I'll pull the dish back in and eat the other half.
Fair enough. I got to get into that.
Because I'm a fucking savage. I eat like if I'm in prison. I really do. I eat like there's 20 dudes and there's 6 cheeseburgers. You know? So that's what I eat like. I'm very ashamed of that time period in my life. You know?
We've all got shit that we're ashamed of.
It was so weird because I still remember it being like February or January, and I borrowed money from Josh Wolf because I had an audition for a Pennzoil commercial, a Mafia commercial that was going to be huge. The Sopranos were out. So everything they were doing at the time was Mafia related. In 2000, from 99 to 2003, I booked everything that was Mafia related. I would go out on 3 Mafia auditions a week. But I booked the Pennzoil commercial, and they said, we need you back here Thursday for a callback, have a suit. I didn't have a suit. So I went to the Hollywood suit outlet, and they gave me 3 suits, 3 shirts, 3 fucking socks.
And 3 belts,
3 belts for $200, but you just don't smoke a cigarette next to that suit, you know? Because you will go up like a fucking, you will light up like a fucking terrorist bomber, you understand? You'll just blow up into flames. So I bought the 3 suits. See, they tailor them for you. And maybe 2 months later, maybe 6 weeks later, I had an audition. I had to put the suit on. I went to put the suit on. You know, sometimes you put your pants on and you just tuck your belly and you go, wow, I'm gaining some weight. Guys, I was 3 inches away
from getting the trousers on.
I just bought this suit 6 weeks ago. And I'm 3 inches away. But at that point, the sleep apnea had kicked into my life.
Oh, yeah.
Had a heavy dose. And, you know, I found out that during sleep apnea, your body releases cortisol, which I was already starting to get the ball on my back.
What does that mean?
When at night, when you sleep, when you're a fat fuck, and you can't breathe at night, your body goes into danger. And once that body goes into danger, what does your body release?
Cortisol, yeah.
So when you sleep, and it happens at night, that's why when you see obese people, they have lumps on their backs.
Oh, shit.
That's the collection of the cortisol.
Really, huh?
Like when I finally decided to get help, it was when I could feel that I was 418.
418 pounds.
I was 418 pounds.
Yeah.
I did the longest yard, and the longest yard tricked me psychologically because I said to myself, this is going to be great because now I'm going to be the fat guy from now on. So what the fuck?
So let me just eat more kind
what
of
the
thing.
Fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
let's just enjoy this,
Yeah.
You know, my favorite thing at those days was going and buying not the 16-ounce Coke, but the 32-ounce, and getting a pint of New York Super Fudge Chunk. And I had a big glass. My wife got me a glass from somewhere, like a milkshake glass. And I would take the whole pint of New York Super Fudge Chunk, empty it in a glass.
Oh, my God.
And put soda on it and mix it up. Until the whole soda and the thing were done. I was headed to death. Add the cigarettes, add the cocaine, add the fucking sleeping 4 hours a night. I was just going. I was just going. And I remember that after the longest yard, while we were shooting the longest yard in New Mexico was when they put me on oxygen therapy. And at that time, when I shot the longest yard, I was probably about 380. And that's when I realized I got to do something with my life. So they had a trailer where you could work out, and I would go in there on the set and just do fucking, but I would never get on the scale. I didn't even want to see the fucking scale. Like, I didn't want to see the fucking scale. Like, I didn't find out I was 418 till I went to some fucking place and I got on their scale. It was like some doctor's office, and I was like 416, I think I was. That's the truth.
And I mean, that number 400, like once you cross that, I mean,
no, you're done. You're done. You're in murky waters of death.
Yeah.
It was something, Professor, that I can't. My wife was tying my shoelaces. She wasn't even married to me yet.
Is this the same wife you have now?
Yes, same wife I have now.
Sure, she really loves you, dude.
She was tying my shoelaces.
Yeah.
After the longest yard, I said, fuck it, I'll play the fat guy. If they're going to pay me, I'll play the fat guy. And I kept doing it, but guess what? There was no more fat rolls. So I thought it was acceptable. I really thought this is acceptable behavior for me to do this. And I went across the street to the YMCA finally one day. I treated the YMCA like it was a gay bar. Like I wouldn't even look at it. Like I knew, Professor, when I tell you it was across the street, I'm not telling you it was around the corner. It wasn't even a 60-pace walk from my front door to the YMCA. It was a 3-minute walk.
And it's basically a free gym.
And it's a free gym. And I treated it like it was a place that gave out AIDS. Like, I'm not going in there. They're going to give me AIDS in there. And then finally I go, let me just go in there and see what's up. And I took up a brochure, a pamphlet that said, come in for a free health evaluation with a trainer.
Okay.
And I fucking signed up and I made it to the appointment. And the guy put me on the treadmill. And he put it up to 0.5. I think I had to get off after 30-something seconds.
Goddamn. Yeah.
And the guy goes, listen, go, quit smoking, go for walks, and come back when you lose 30 pounds. He goes, there's nothing I can do for you.
Wow.
And then I went back there on my own. After I would box in the mornings and then go back there on my own and hit the bag, and I would ride the stationary bicycle at that time. And I went to Weight Watchers. Weight Watchers was the best thing that ever happened to me because they taught me how to think. Yeah. And especially now. Today the program is tremendous because it's all protein. That's all it is.
Fair enough.
They don't even want you to eat. Even red meat's a little.
Seriously.
Like I had pot roast today and it cost me.
In the points thing.
The points.
So I'm not familiar with Weight Watchers. Remind me how it works again?
Right now, at this time, any piece of fish, shellfish, is free.
You can eat as much as you want.
You got 6 lobster tails? Bring them on.
Okay.
No sauce, but just the meat itself.
Just the meat itself. It's 5 points for a tablespoon of butter.
5 points.
5 points.
Wow,
So
okay.
you better play your cards right.
How many points do you get a day?
40.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
And so if I eat eggs are free,
As many eggs as you want.
65 eggs a day.
Damn. Okay.
And chicken breast are free. You can't lose.
Because protein keeps you feeling full.
Yeah. So you can't lose. Vegetables are free. Juice is free. That's what you and I were discussing on the way up here. That a couple of weeks ago I weighed in and I was a pound overweight. I go, how did I gain a pound? It was because I was going to the acai place. And she explained to me that eating fruit and blending fruit is 2 different stories because of your saliva. Your enzymes in your mouth break it down and separate the sugars or something like that. So just learning that, it was worth the fucking program. Now I know that, they agree. If you want to eat 3 bananas with your eggs, if you eat 6 scrambled eggs and 3 bananas, it's fucking free.
Wow.
Like you just ate breakfast for free if you could do that.
That's
If
cool.
you put ketchup on your fucking eggs, it's going to cost you a couple points. But so there's ways to finagle the system, and you lose weight.
Yeah.
And you lose weight. You learn how to eat the right way.
Yeah.
You know how many people have, I was referred for that surgery, and knock on wood, I didn't do it. Because
Gastric bypass?
Doesn't do nothing because it doesn't change your eating habits. The best thing that ever happened to me was me walking into a Brazilian jiu-jitsu school. You ever clip a church, Lee?
No, I went through a shoplifting phase, but not a church.
I robbed a bar mitzvah once. It's one of the most embarrassing things I ever did. I still think about it once a week at night.
Did you take it from the bar mitzvah boy? The
no,
kid?
I think I'm from the bar mitzvah guy from 2002.
No,
yeah.
I thought it was the bar or something.
I was bartending, and they had a back room, and I was at a country club, and I used to be a banquet bartender, a union banquet bartender, and they had fucking suspended me for close to 9 to 10 months. They had suspended me because of tardiness and not showing up and not calling.
As a bartender?
As a bartender in New York City.
Okay.
And I'm robbing them blind.
A bartender?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Everybody's robbing them blind.
Every job I had as a kid, it was all about
how much you could rob them.
Exactly.
It's fucking terrible.
Every job.
Terrible. And for peanuts, it was just garbage.
Yeah, we just wanted $5.
What are we talking about?
Your bartending gig where they
So they sent me to this fucking... So I'm out of work, guys, and I'm just stealing for a living. I'm just waking up in the morning, going for it. Whatever. I'm putting a suit on. I'm going in buildings. I'm a fucking creepy motherfucker, dog. You know, somebody would get up to go to the bathroom, I'd rob their office. You know, whatever they had, the petty cash box. Oh, it was terrible, Eddie, bro. Fucking terrible. I think of all that shit. So I got a call one day, hey, you're back in the unit, are you available Saturday? I'm like, fuck yeah. They're like, this country club needs a bartender. First day there. I didn't even wait a week. First day fucking there's a bar mitzvah. And they're putting envelopes. I don't know what's in the envelopes. I'm just sitting there, and they keep coming back to me with bags of gifts with envelopes in them. And I'm just putting them back there. And finally, I see a couple come in with a kid, a Jewish kid, and the guy takes money from his wallet, cash, and puts it in this envelope, licks it. And when the mother comes out, he gives it to the mother or the kid. I don't know who the fuck it was. So when they would stack up, they come to me and go, put those envelopes in the back. I just saw it, and I remember what color it was. I opened that envelope up, there was fucking a deuce in there or something, $300. I go, wait a second, I got 100 envelopes here. I hit the jackpot. I'm just gonna walk out of here with the fucking envelopes. That's how crazy I was. But I took 20 of them, I ripped them open, and whoever had a check, I just threw it in the garbage. And whoever had cash.
You didn't even let them keep the checks?
Fuck no, they were ripped open. They're gonna know that somebody ripped them open.
Fuck it, at least there's a check.
Fuck it, what are you gonna do? There's gotta be a victim there. And I fucking took the money. It was like $1,000. And at the end of the shift, I just left. And I threw away the ones I had ripped open. What a creepy fucking thing to do. That's how much of a creep I was. And I was a grown man. Like, there's a fucking pizza place over there. I go to Daniel's.
Yeah.
It's okay. Nice people, nice owners. They've gotten broken into 3 times.
People are hungry
6
right
months, right? The other night I drove by there on Laurel Canyon. I was parked at the light. And I sat there at the light, and I lowered the window, because I used to be a burglar.
Of course.
If you smash that window, the whole neighborhood hears it. He said that all 3 times. The camera
Didn't catch it?
No, caught it. He wakes up, he calls the cops, he's watching them on the camera on his phone as they're he goes, I leave $40 in here at night. But the point of the story is that I was sitting there. There's a gas station that's open 24 hours. There's a Jack in the Box that's open 24 hours. And there's a Subway sandwich on the corner that's in there hidden next to a Starbucks. Nobody heard. He's like, it's the weirdest thing. I sat there in the car. I know as a burglar, if I would break that, the way it would echo. It would just echo. There's a Sprint store there. I mean, it's tough to be a burglar now.
Fuck, there's cameras everywhere.
There's cameras everywhere in people's houses. And you ever catch them on the news how they get confused? And they take their camera off to scratch their head. And the camera gets them right there. You're like, what the fuck?
It's fucking hard in here.
It would be so fucking hard to do anything anymore. I think of the shit I used to do, and I would have been busted, trusted.
I would steal her cell phone and subscribe to George Perez stories on it. All right, I'm gonna subscribe her. I'm gonna do some shit.
I don't know nothing about cell phones, but I would just be fucking robbing shit.
I used to rob houses, but never I was fuck Joey. I wanted shit, dog. So when I was 18, I wouldn't rob a house, but if a rich ass, no disrespect, but rich ass white girl invited me to her crib.
Oh, it was going down.
Come on, dog.
Listen, from the age of 16 to 30, everything I did was a case. Everything. If you invited me to your house, you just put yourself on a list for me to rob you. I looked around. If you invited me to your house, that's what I would do. I am a security expert. When I look at your house, I could tell you if you're going to get robbed and why you're going to get robbed and how you're going to get robbed. There's just different percentages. You know, if you leave your backpack in the front seat of your car with your computer, they're gonna break it. If you put it on the front floor and the backpack is black and they don't see it, they're not gonna break it. The
cover it with the sweater.
It's really fucking stupid what life is about. You know, one thing I never did was I hated car stereos. There was just so many things that I wouldn't do. There was a point for years that in America, if you robbed the car stereo, you couldn't do nothing with it. Because once you took it out, you couldn't play in another car unless it was aftermarket. If you went and bought a whatever. But if you took a Chrysler stereo out, there's nothing you could do with it. Even if you put it in another Chrysler, it was fucking. There's so many crimes that people do for little shit, and they cause so much havoc.
Yeah.
And it pisses me off. Like if you leave dollar bills in the middle of your thing, you know how you pay for tolls?
Yeah.
You put change in there.
They're going to break the
If
window.
you put singles in there, they're going to break your window. They're going to break your window at 4 a.m. for $3 fucking dollars.
Yep. And now you got to pay $150.
And now you just paid $150. When I go into a place, I look at the security of the place. And I look at the people, and I ask if I go to the bathroom. I love the people that you go to the bathroom, and you have to walk through a bedroom, and they got a jewelry box right there.
Yeah.
You're going down. You're going down. I'm going to get the case of the shits and steal one of your wedding. I mean, it was just dumb. Like when people had parties, I would rob parties all the time. Like if people would say, oh, yeah, it's a party. He's a friend of mine. Mm-hmm. He's having a party in Tenafly. That's the first places you went. And next thing you know, you're on the second floor under the bed with the little girl's fucking pony bank and, piggy bank and shit. It's fucking embarrassing, dog. It's embarrassing the shit.
You've done some crazy shit. I've done some shit.
I used to break into this house so much that they would leave me notes. Like, fuck you.
Hey, wipe your feet, asshole.
Like, I would rob them once every 90 days for like 2 years.
Oh, shit.
I robbed them once every 90 days, a drug dealer.
Why didn't they put a lock on the door?
They did everything they could. I would just rob them just to let them know they were stupid.
Yeah.
Just to let them know they were stupid. They had a back window that I could open like nothing. Ugh. And nothing pisses me off more than when I rob you and I come back and you still haven't fixed that problem. I will rob you again just out of principle. I robbed that fucking apartment. It was a fucking gay dude who sold drugs. And I knew he had to work. Like I knew him through another gay guy, and I knew he had to work. And I would rob him certain hours.
Damn.
Like the first 3 places I robbed him, like the first time he left money in like a jar in his like
on a dresser or something?
Yeah, like on a dresser.
Oh,
I just stuck my hand in there. It was $450 in those days.
That's
on
money.
A Friday morning.
Oh.
And there was like an ounce of coke somewhere. Oh my God. And then I waited like 90 days. He never accused me. And I went back again. And this time he hid in his lover's room. And I robbed that one. And then I went back like 6 months later and I robbed him again for something else, for coke again. And then after that, I waited and I robbed them again. And I went to the first 2 spots, and both of them had notes like, fuck you, asshole. Years later, like.
Why didn't you leave him a note back? Like, haha, I got you again.
I don't have that type of time, Lee. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's say he's a stenographer. I'm fucked up. He knows an FBI dude. That we were talking about. I broke into a cheese shop one night. I was at a bar. I was 19 years old, guys. I still had the bug. In those days, you know how some people drink and do stupid things?
Of course.
I would drink and steal.
Right.
I would go crazy.
Now, could you do it sober, or did you have to have a drink in you? You know what I mean? Like
I would be home for a week and a half.
Yeah.
And to unbreak the homesickness. Like I've broken all these things down in my head. You know, like I was addicted, not to drugs at that time.
Right.
Excuse me, I was a reefer head at that time. When I moved to Colorado the first time, I understood what it was to be a real hippie. It's not those guys with the long hair that stink. It's an attitude. These guys were laid back.
Nothing bothered.
I never understood what laid back was until I went to Snowmass Village the first time in 1983. It really. So I was telling these guys that one night I had this bedroom. Like when I got to Basalt, I moved into a room that had belonged to somebody else that he had to go home because there was an emergency in his family. So all I did when I got there was take the sheets off, flip over the mattress, wash the sheets, and they were mine. That had become my bed. So when we moved out of there, the kid came back and took all his stuff. So the apartment I got with my buddy basically had nothing. I mean, nothing. When we moved in there was a black and white TV, a table, an oak table with a fucking milk crate under it, a couch that stunk. And there was nothing. And the rooms were nothing. So I put like a fucking mat down, and I put a sheet over it, and I slept like a fucking Indian, like just on the floor, like Bruce Lee in Fist of Fury, under a tent and shit, like in your room. And the apartment was clean. It was fucking tremendous. The paint, I mean, it was Creekside Apartments, I think, at the time. And they were fucking pretty much new, you know. And his brother, my roommate's brother, also from my neighborhood, was a carpenter on a job site that was the biggest building in Snowmass Village at the time. It looked like a battleship. That's what people called it. They built a fucking battleship up there. So one day I went to meet him, and I go, I thought these things were being built, but they had already a condo that had the furniture, the flowers, the towels, the fucking bath mats, something out of a fucking magazine cover.
Like a model home,
Like a model home. Nice. So I go in there and I see this shit.
Like an IKEA display.
Yeah, and I go home. I tell Jim, Jimmy, I saw something very interesting today. He goes, what? I go, you know the way your brother works? They got apartments that fucking got furniture. He goes, Joey, we can't do that. I go, listen, you don't have to do nothing. Let me go snoop around.
Yeah.
And on a Sunday night, I went up there. The door was open.
Damn.
Like the realtor left the door open.
Jesus.
I went in, put the light on. I took everything I could. I put it in a circle, including a mattress and a fucking box spring. And I made 3 or 4 climbs. Today, I could never do it.
No.
And I did it between 9 and like 2 in the morning.
Wow.
With fucking wheelbarrows. And then he finally got up. He was drunk. He finally got up. And he helped me carry like 2
And nobody
loads.
woke up? None of that shit?
Nothing. There was nobody in the building. There was still under construction.
Yeah.
And they didn't go like apartment to apartment looking?
No. They didn't know. And I went into the fucking one room, and it was all the tools. And Jimmy's like, let's rob tools. And I'll never forget, he got like a bar and stuck it in and put his feet up against the thing. And he started pulling back, and it just broke, and he landed on his back. He's like, ugh. But we went and furnished our whole apartment. It went like, we went from fucking 0 to 100 towels, bath mats.
From an airbed to a full display of everything.
Oh my God, we had everything, a new couch. And finally, the brother knocked on the door, and then he goes, hey, what's going on? He goes, tell me it wasn't you guys. And he came in and started laughing. He goes, trust me, I was thinking of doing it. We're all, he goes, throw me the lamp and I won't say nothing. And that was the end of that. We had all this new furniture.
That's kind of on them to build an apartment, not have it be completed, and furnish it empty. That you're asking for that to fucking happen.
And no security with Joey Diaz around in 1983. You're crazy.
Come on.
You couldn't leave a nicking of my. I was in the heyday of my heyday.
What year is it?
It's 83. I'm 20 years old. I'm living in D12, the bottom of the something apartments. D is the 4th building.
Uh-huh.
It's my friend, me and Jimmy Burkle. And I'm not making a bad living. I'm not living the life of Riley, but I got a job. I'm taking classes at night, and I got my eyes open. And that's the type of town that you just have your eyes open.
Yeah.
You're going to pick up $1,000 a week by mistake because nobody's paying attention.
Right.
So you'll pick up a purse. You'll pick up a wallet. You'll pick a car. I mean, it was fucking crazy. I cannot describe it. But, you know, at that time I was living 24/7, which means nobody got a break. When I was 19, when I left Jersey the first time, nobody got a break.
What do you mean nobody got a break?
Nobody got a break, okay. So I get up in the morning. I probably got $30 on me. I got 2 5s, 10 singles, and a 10. All right, I would hitchhike down the hill. If I could hitchhike to work, I would hitchhike to work. If not, I'd take the bus. But guess what? I wasn't paying the bus. I was going to get it on the back and fucking walk off on the back.
Right.
And then I would get to work, and I'd work for 8 hours at work. And you and Lee brought lunches, I'd take Lee's sandwich and your soda. You know, I was just a fucking miserable fuck until I didn't give a fuck because I knew I was going to keep this job. So I'm just eating that fucking sandwich. Sometimes I'd throw it away. When I first
taking your sandwich, Luke.
Listen, at Masback Century Hard, when I first quit, listen to me, though. Here's the crazy thing. When I quit high school, I quit to go to Masback Century Hardware. And one day I was downstairs in the fucking, I was a warehouseman. And something happened. I go, break time. And I go, listen, I don't want to take a break. And I go, Joey, you can't do this. You have to go to the break room. And I went to the break room, and I'm sitting there. It's a true story, guys. I'm 17. I'm stupid. But I don't give a fuck. I probably had $2 in my pocket. I go upstairs. I'm sitting there and I go, what the fuck am I doing up here? And they got like, in those days, they didn't have microwave sodas, like that. But there was a refrigerator. And there was all these brown lunches, right? Like, and I saw one, and I just took this motherfucker out, and I opened it up, and God forbid, good googly moogly.
It was that dude's kosher meal.
No, it was like a fucking like a Philly cheesesteak wrapped like he had bought it at a store.
Yeah.
So it didn't belong to nobody. So I'm like maybe.
What do you mean he bought it from a
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't like maybe like on Tuesdays they order from fucking Johnny's.
Yeah.
And this was this is for everybody. But it's like 10:30, 11 o'clock. I'm up there. And I'm looking. This is a true story, Josh Wolf. Okay, and you know me and you. We go back a long time. I forgot about this one. And all of a sudden, I go up and I take the thing out. And it's the first thing I take out. It was still even kind of warm. And I fucking take it out. I'm eating this Bible. It's got a yoo-hoo in there. It was me. There was a napkin and shit.
There was a note.
Yeah, a note from the mom.
No, there was like a napkin. And all of a sudden, do you know that
God, Joey.
I'm sitting there and I finished wiping my hand, and thank God I've always been a gentleman. I wiped the table and I threw the stuff in the garbage, and then I wiped it again. And at that time, I wasn't friends with nobody. Like I had just been there for maybe 3 weeks. I didn't know nothing, but I still had another 15 minutes upstairs. So I just went and washed my hands, and I went by the window and just looked outside. And all of a sudden, I'm looking out this window, Joshua, and I hear like 3 people come in by me. They got nothing to do with me, so I don't look.
Right.
And they're talking. Who you got tonight? I got the Steelers, you know. And all of a sudden I hear, all right, let's do this. I hear, what the fuck? Listen to me. And that's when I turn around. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So he goes, God damn it. Some of this stuff. Now, this guy, at this time, bro, I'm a little on the crazy side. My mom's been dead 2 years. I think I want to be a gangster,
Yeah.
you know? But let's face it, I wasn't going up against this. This dude was 5'11", yoked, black, you know, angry. And now somebody took his
food.
fucking food. He took the fucking door, and when he slammed it, it just landed in his hand. Now, if Lee would have slammed the door and it would have landed in his hand, Lee would have just dropped it.
Yeah.
This guy held the door in his hand. And he's like, who took my motherfucking sandwich? Who the fuck took my sandwich? And I started shitting. I was like, I better not have an onion on my teeth and shit. Oh, my God. He fucking slammed the door. He fucking went through all the fucking sandwiches in there. He ran downstairs. Who the fuck took my sandwich? Who the fuck came up here? And I'm right there like 20 minutes, and he looked at me. Who the fuck? You see anybody? I go, no. I just got here. I didn't even know what was going on up here. This is the first time I've been up here.
I don't even know why I'm up here.
Yeah, I don't even know what's happening up here.
I ran out of there, and I was like, oh, shit. That's where you put your food when you know, in those days, there was just one freezer.
Yeah.
Now you go to an office building, they have...
But I like how you said it was like a Philly cheesesteak, so it didn't belong to anybody. Yeah, it fucking belonged to somebody, whoever put it in the refrigerator.
But listen...
Do you know what I mean? Like...
Yeah, he was like, they bought it at a store. So
Yeah, so I guess it's for everybody.
I thought, you know, if I would have took it out and it would have been in a container, I would have go, oh, this is
Oh, you mean like a
somebody
Tupperware?
Yeah, this is from somebody's house. But when I saw it in the thing, I go, you never know. Maybe the people
Maybe this is for everybody.
This is for everybody.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I was hungry in those days. I ate that sandwich in 2 bites. It was delicious. And after that, we kind of became friends, and I would bust his balls about that from time to time.
Did you ever tell him it was you?
No, but I would like torment them. Psst, come here.
love that shit.
I got my eye on up there because somebody took my motherfucking sandwich. I'm telling you, dog. There's a thief in this motherfucker. I know how to give air to those
Oh,
situations.
you love that
I
shit.
love to fan those fires.
Yeah.
So I got him for a while. One of the sickest things I ever did was I got involved with, well, they were my neighborhood friends. It was like Sabatino and Carlos Perez.
Chicha Bastich.
No, Chicha Bastich was a Kennedy school guy. This was the Giving Out Terrace crew. It was in those days. It was Carlos Perez, me, Sabatino, Dominic Special, God bless his soul. A couple other kids I may forget. There was a soccer field. It's called Schutzen Park,
Schutzen.
right in Union City. It's been there since fucking before Hitler. And it's a German place that serves German food, but they also cater it out. You can have parties there.
Oh, yeah?
So they have all the political parties there. When we were kids, they practiced baseball back there. North Bergen had the rights to practice Little League baseball back there. And there was a soccer field back there. So on the weekends, the German soccer team would play back there and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And it was basically, it had stands.
Yeah.
I don't know what you could fit in there. I don't know, 2,000, 3,000.
It's a park.
But it was covered by this tin thing.
Oh, it was covered. Oh, okay.
It was covered by this tin roof. And for years, starting, I remember going up there when I was like 10 and hitting balls with the Todd brothers. By the way, one of them just died, Jeff Todd and Rich Todd and Vanacek. And we'd go up there on our own and play ball.
Right.
But there was a guy back there, his name was the Butcher. And if he caught you back there, he'd chase you with a knife and a German Shepherd.
Oh, shepherds with a dog back then.
But the beautiful of it, we used to go up there and ride the motorcycle, and that would really drive him crazy. He would chase you and say all those Zig Heil words and shit.
Right.
But we figured out, one day somebody told me, when my mother first died, I had all these different friends, and I had good people in my life. But I had this one particular kid, Mike Denny. Everybody called him the devil. Like, people would go, he's the devil. I took a liking to Mike Denny. Mike Denny was a short wrestler. I went to Lehigh. And, but he just had him, he was one of those guys that every time you did something with him,
Do trouble.
you came up short.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're not going to believe what happened. The guy gave me 300 instead of 5.
Yeah.
And I tolerated it for about a year, and then I lost him as a friend. But I will tell you, he was a money-making machine. When it came to make money at night, the problem with him was he robbed all the wrong people. His father owned a ship refurbishing company. So when a ship lands in Newark or in Hoboken in those
ports,
days, after 6 months at sea, they come in, weld off all the barnacles, repaint
It's a big job.
They do, and they get year contracts.
Yeah, it's a big job.
Well, he would go back at night and steal the hulls.
Oh, Christ.
And steal the fucking shit that belonged to the ship. The new and he was just a fucking moron.
That's crazy.
But I'm snorting coke with him.
Yeah.
Listen to Aerosmith, Get Your Wings and an RX-7. He's got to be 20, and I'm 16.
Right.
And that little crew, we put together, one day somebody mentioned that tin above the soccer field, that you could sell it.
It's worth something. Yeah, like copper.
Like copper.
Copper wiring.
Listen, everybody in my neighborhood got a ratchet set. And at night, before you went out, Lee, you took out your rattiest clothes, and we'd go up there, me and you, every night at 7 o'clock, because Butcher would get off. Butcher was off between 7 and 8. He took a nap. So we get up there, climb, and ratchet those things
Take big
off,
fucking
throw
panels
them off.
Yeah.
You had to slide off or you fell off. It was fucking scary. And I mean, little by little, you saw sections disappearing. Lee, it was like fucking...
What could he do?
It was like little by little, every night. And then somebody else caught on. So I would steal a sheet. He would steal a sheet. And then he told his friend, and his 2 friends started stealing 2 sheets.
Yeah.
So now we almost turned into a war. Like, wait a second. This is our turf here. We've had this first. Me and the devil,
Schutz and Park is ours.
Carlos
Yeah.
and Sabatino had this first. They fucking stripped every piece of fucking tin. Schutz and Park had to put a tarp over it, a paper
That's
tarp
great.
for the soccer
That's
game.
great.
That was a hustle for a whole fucking summer. And we were getting like $55 a thing. There was so many people I used to bring things to.
Yeah, those I don't know.
Would pay me
I don't know
money.
where those people are anymore.
I used to have a transmission guy.
Yeah.
That would give me money for sawdust.
No.
Because they fill the transmission with sawdust.
Yeah.
Where do you get sawdust?
It's a
lumberyard. It's very smart.
Lumberyard. So I used to work at a lumberyard.
They don't clean up every day?
And when I got the job, the kid that had the job before me, he told me right off the bat, he goes, listen, number 1, you got to steal. Because if you don't steal, they're going to know I was stealing. And number 2, I have existing contracts.
Are you kidding me?
And I go, what are you talking about? He goes, on Saturdays, a guy comes in and buys 40 sheets of plywood. He'll give you $400 cash. Give me $100 from now on. And I got another guy that comes in on Thursdays and gets 20 sheet of because marine plywood was $64 a sheet, 4x8.
Right.
He would say, and it was galvanized, so you could put it on boats.
Yeah.
So he would say, charge him 20 a sheet. I mean, there was days.
That's a lot to remember.
There was days me and 4 gorillas would load the back up, and at the end of the day, there was no sheets left. And I was a junior in high school.
Yeah.
I was robbing them blind, those poor fucking people.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there was a family at a transmission place, and they would tell me when the barrels get filled up, give us a call. So
Sure.
I wasn't allowed to sweep and put in the thing. I would sweep and put in barrels. And once I get 5 barrels, they'd give me like 100 cash, which was every week. I got 100 cash from them off the top.
great.
The job paid me $6 an hour.
Yeah, you got to make
But
a
I
living.
probably made 1,000
Yeah, you
a
gotta
week
make it.
out of that.
Right, right.
They had an old school register. So which meant if you spent $8, it would come up $8. But if you came in, I'd say, how you doing today? Oh, nothing. How you doing, Joey? Nice to meet you. What are you looking for? I'm redoing my basement. I need 10 sheets of 4x8 plywood at $44 a piece. 10 sheets, that's $440.
Right,
I knew that plus tax.
right.
I would fucking do the register. I would do it on my. There was a calculator, and I mean the register would be packed. There would be 4 salesmen at the thing, and right in front of them. They didn't know that I had loaded the sheets on. I would take the sheet and do the tax like for $440 plus tax, and instead of ringing in $488, I'd ring in $88. And the guy would give me $488, and I put $88 in the register and keep $400 and lock the register. I did this every day.
Yeah, well, no kidding.
That's how I snorted coke. My son.